Hello, Eric Gibaud, ericgibaud.com, and today, thanks to photosphera.com, I'm going to present you the DJI Ronin SC. Let's start. Well, first of all, what is this? Well, this is a gimbal for mid-weight cameras like mirrorless or micro four thirds. I'm trying it here. I'm testing with the Olympus EM5 Mark II. This gimbal is weighs 1.1 kilo. The payload you can put up to 2 kilos, but beware that although you may have a light mirrorless, if you are using heavy lenses, you will have to counter the weight towards the back, and the camera may touch the motor here. So it's not just the weight, it's also the volume. So you must check first that the lenses you're going to use with this gimbal are not too long or not too heavy, so you can still use it. Otherwise you will need a gimbal that supports more weight, but basically for the balance more than for the weight. So this gimbal comes with a box. It's like a foam box, but it has two locks, so it's not bad, it's nice. And this is the cover. Okay, there are two types. There is the Pro one and the normal one. This is a normal one, so I checked on the internet to see what was the difference. The Pro one has a small wheel, so you can actually do the focusing, and maybe you don't actually need it. If you normally use autofocus, you probably don't need this wheel. And if you wanted to do focusing with the wheel, you should make sure that your camera is compatible with this. Obviously, even if your camera is not compatible, all what is related to balance will work. What will not work is recording directly from the app on your phone or things like this, because you would need them to be compatible, or touch the record button here. The camera needs to be compatible. Okay, but otherwise, all what I really need a gimbal for is there. The battery lasts 11 hours. I think it's quite a lot. It gives you enough to work, and the way of using it is very easy. What's complicated is balancing any gimbal. The good thing about this one is they've put, I'm going to switch it off. The good thing about this one, they've put some, normally a gimbal, it's like this. When you move, it's when it's switched off, it will move all around, and it's not really practical. On this one, they've put some locks, so you can actually, as you can see, okay, unlock here, and this is locked. Okay, so it's easier to transport because you can lock it in place, and it won't be moving all the way. And the second thing, which is good, I think, is that when you're going to balance it, you can balance one axis after another, so it's easier. So the hard thing about any gimbal is balancing it, and this one, well, it's not so hard because you can actually lock and go bit by bit. So I'm going to show you how you balance it. I recorded it once in Spanish. I'm going to cover my voice. Okay, you don't even see my face, you just see my hand, but this way you see exactly how you can do that. From now, the important thing is to see my hands and not see my face. So below the camera you have to place a special plate. You have small scale on the side, so you can exactly know where you place the camera when you have to place it again, and so then you can lock exactly where it goes. And difference with the Ronin S is this plate is not standard Manfrotto, it's a proprietary standard. So if you want to go from a gimbal to a tripod, Manfrotto Tripod, maybe it's better to pile two plates. So the problem with gimbals is that when they are loose, as you can see, they go crazy, so it's not very practical to transport. But the good thing about DJI, they've put some locks on each axis, so you can actually lock it. So from transport, it's a lot more practical, and also when you balance it also. So the first thing, you have to place the small plate, and then to place the camera. So you have to balance on each axis. So you place the camera, the small safety lock here, you have to press it, and then you introduce a plate. So we're going to balance forward backward the camera itself, so not too much forward, not too much backward. So the small lock below, so I'm getting it loose, and the camera must not go must not fall forward nor backward. So as you can see, no, it's too much forward, too much weight in the front, so I have to balance a bit in the back, a bit. Okay, move, and then this part, as you can see, that's not good because it should stay in the position I put it. So I'm moving a bit this part also. Okay, no, not yet. Yeah, there's some scale on each guide, so after you can actually write down where you must place it or take a picture and remember. So move it up a bit, I lock it, as you can see. Okay, that looks, no, not yet, almost there, almost there. Move a bit. It's for me, if people say it's not that complicated, for me it's a real nightmare to balance that, but it seems to be easier with this one than with gimbal that have no locks. So when it's okay, as you can see, I place it, it doesn't move, it stays where I place it, so it's in balance. That axis, it's okay, yes, more or less. Okay, so now I'm going to do another axe. Okay, another axis, an axe, no, an axis. So as you can see, that's not in balance. If I get it loose, it falls. So obviously there is more weight on the side than on another one. Obviously there's more weight on the right of the camera here, more weight here. So I must unlock, I must move sideways. It makes some small clicks when you move it. What I don't like is the lock is common to forward, backward and sideways of the camera. I would prefer to have separate locks, but the small mark you can lock so you remember where it was going, but it would be easier to lock completely. As you can see, now I lose the axis. Okay, that's okay, as you can see, more or less, that's okay. Then on the front, as you can see, let's try, okay, on the side, it stays, and it stays, okay, that's fine. So I lock properly, I lock the other one too, and now we're going to see the pan. It's important that when I go like this, the camera stays in its position. Yeah, as you can see, it's loose, but still it's in balance. So even if I go forward, it stays like this. If I go to the back, it stays like this. This is very important. So now we can, yeah, we go like this. You see, it's stable, doesn't move anymore. Okay, now I'm going to do the sides. When you put on the side, it must stay like this. It must stay this way and this way. So it was in balance, this one. But if it wasn't, it would happen this way. So I'm going to move a bit, just so you can see. I'm going to remember where it was placed. So it's not a nightmare again to get it in balance. But if it was not properly balanced, it would do that. As you can see, there's more weight on the back, so it moves. So it's very important that it's really in balance, because otherwise it would be a problem. Okay, this way, as you can see, it stays, no problem. This is in balance. So once you've done that, you must get the app on your smartphone. You must open the app. So switch on the gimbal, obviously. Make sure everything is unlocked also. And you open the app. And then it's funny because my telephone is completely in Spanish, but it's installed in French, so I don't know why. So you connect with Bluetooth, and then you connect the Ronin to the app. Once it's done, you must go to a test to make sure it's in balance. You must put sideways 15 degrees, and then it starts doing its own business. As you can see, it's moved itself. On the screen you get a percentage, it tells you how you're doing. There's still a lot to do. It takes a bit, like a minute maybe, something like this, but it's checking that the balance is okay. And then when it is done, it gives you results. It says excellent on each axis, so that's fine. So that part is done. Now you must go to another part here. So this is for each motors. For each motor, it's going to do an auto tune and to fine tune the motor. So when you give it, it starts shaking. As you can see, it gives you a percentage on screen, and is actually calibrating each motor to make sure the balance is fine. Okay, modification has been done, and that's it. So that's ready. As you can see, the gimbal is ready. So what are the buttons for? Here you have a joystick that you actually move as you want, okay, up, down, left, right. Here you have a mode button. The battery is here in the base. You can actually take it out. Obviously there's a lock on the side, take it out. As you can see here, there is a this thing, so I can place my telephone here to use the app directly. And this accessory, I can also put it in the hot shoe of my camera, and there I can place my phone and use it for active tracking. I'm going to tell you more about it now. So as you can see, Claudia is selecting my face on the app on my iPhone that is placed on the camera, and then the camera starts to follow me. I'm on the floor because of light things. It was too much light there. I wanted to see the screen of the phone, but as you can see now, if I move, the gimbal is actually following me. So what's very important, what's key with this telephone is actually the app, because the app is going to help you to do several things. I can actually orientate my camera directly from here, actually roll directly here, as you can see. Okay. Then there's also the option to force mobile, and then it moves according how I move my mobile telephone. Okay. Up to 10 meters this. Okay, so you move like this. So it can be useful, I don't know, not sure. Depends what you're doing exactly, you know, recenter. You can also do panorama, time lapse, and poursuite, they call it, which is video time lapse. But these things work only if your camera is compatible, because it has to start recording, so you must be able to be compatible with the camera. Same as the record button you have here. Only if the camera is compatible, it will work. So this gimbal, I think, is ideal for mirrorless and micro four thirds. This is really perfect. So now I'm going to show you some things I made outside. Well, now I've got Claudia Reyes, who is helping me. Her hand is there. So here's the different modes. So I'm in mode 1. On the mode 1, as you can see, when I move like this, it's like smooth, you know? It follows, but not really follows. It's like this. If I'm in mode 2, then yes, if I move, my target stays more or less at the same place. Okay? And if I go on mode 3, it's like more radical. Okay, it moves different. And then if I do 3 clicks on this, on the small M, then I've got rotation like this, as you can see. I'm going to show you. Well, I'm going to center first, and here's Claudia saying hi to us. Okay, she's not getting sick. This is the camera turning. Okay, so that's easy. And here there is also a way here, the target, the trigger here. If I explained before, if you double click on it, if you double click, it centers. If I keep pressing, it gives my target. So if I was in a mode that it was like a smooth following, if I want to lock where I am, I just press. And if I press 3 times, hello, This is the selfie mode or the vlog mode. That's simple. Now running with the gimbal. And now testing without any gimbal with my Olympus OMD EM5 Mark II running. So you can actually put also some accessories here. You can put a small screen here or the other side, either side, because you can actually move things around. And if you use the small screen, optional screen, it's not included, you can actually not use your app, so you can actually control the configuration directly on the small screen. Okay, and on the other side or either side you can put the focusing wheel I told you. Okay, so what would I say about this this gimbal? I think it's a great little gimbal, but it seems big if you've never seen a gimbal before. But if you've seen a Ronin S or some other gimbal, they're really massive. So this one is quite okay. You can actually, when you're going to keep it, I'm going to lock it. So you can actually separate the battery. You have here. So once you want to keep it in your bag, the smaller. Here, this is a small tripod also. We can also take it out. Okay. So the size is very acceptable, I think. I think the balance is quite good. Gimbal wise, I'm not an expert. I use a gimbal with my iPhone, but not with cameras. And I liked it, but maybe if I would use it with a bigger camera or different, if I was more of an expert, maybe I would say it's not that good. But for what I've seen and for the price it has, I think it's about 300 euros, something like this. I think it's a really good piece of gear, and any video maker or vlogger that uses a DSLR or mirrorless or micro four thirds that are also mirrorless would be really happy to have that kind of gimbal. You know, honestly, I think it's a good piece of gear. So if you think this video may interest other people, please share it on social network. If you have not done yet, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. There's a small button down here and also a small bell. If you click on it, you will receive a notification when I upload a new video. My website, erigibaud.com. If you have any question, you can leave a comment below. Send me an email to info@erigibaud.com. Below, I also put links of my gear on Amazon and also links to other parts of my YouTube channel. Thank you very much. Bye.